Hi all, it's Chibi Fangirl, I fangirl over and you just listen. Alright, final episode of Daybreak Illusion. If there was one word I could describe it in, well, first let me tell you how I would describe other anime endings. Death Note's ending was justice, because Light died because he had killed so many and led to lies and deception. Monika's ending, though it was disappointing, I cried a lot. It was a good anime. It had a corny ending, but I cried during the ending at least. Sailor Moon's ending, cheesy. Tokyo Mew Mew's ending, cheesy. Here, I like to call this an acid trip because I have no idea what just went on. Last episode, if we remember correctly, that Akari is mourning over her mother for like the 300th time, probably, and Suriban's like, one day you'll become a mother. Nobody knows what he meant, and we never do find out what he means. Akari later talks to Funa in that what's the word? I can't think of the word, but reliving of the past. And she says, Funa, do you hate me? And Funa's like, no, why? And because Kari's like telling her things that she doesn't like about her. What a nice friend. And Funa's like, well, I don't like how you befriend everybody. It's me. Gosh. And the other person's clingy. But Kari's like, but you were always there for me, and that's why I consider you a friend. And then Funa turns into a Demona, and she's like, I love you, Akari. And I was like, this is stupid, and just kill her. Sadly, Akari lives, and Cerebrum, like, he's like, oh no, you broke my illusion. Now it's my turn to kill you since Funa failed. And so the other girls are trying to get her out of the Claridessa, and it's not working. So now it's time for the headmistresses to do something, and they really don't do anything. They use magical powers that don't really do much. And Priscilla and her companion, they go and help the others as well. They do absolutely nothing. And eventually the hourglass thing breaks that Akari was held in, and she's naked because fan service. We need more of that. And Cerebrum's like, well, I gotta go to my last attack, and he just like tries to torture everybody, but doesn't seem to work. And so then this is like a recurring thing with people like fangirl over. Like in the ending of Wings Club, Valtor turned into this like hideous like beast. And the same thing in Little Nicky. Adrian turned into like this other creature. And Cerebrum goes through the same thing. Pretty guy, but goes through a horrible transformation. And yeah, he does the cliche sexy guy ugly transformation. And Sarah's like, oh, aim for the head. And Akari's like, okay. And she does, and like she finds this gem inside his head, I guess, and she sees her mother and stabs the gem with her magical fiery sword, and Cerebrum is dead. But as he is dying, we also see Akari's mother right next to him. So my pairing has been squashed in so many levels. Not only does the mating process does not happen, but Cerebrum was going to kill Akari. That didn't happen either. And now it turns out that Cerebrum was actually Akari's father. Yeah, that's a little strange. Or maybe he's not, and I don't know what just happened. So everyone's like, yeah, the day is saved, and we can all go back to our normal lives before we were elemental tarot users. And again, I have to question the article on my anime list says 22 bloodlines, yet we only see like 8 of them. So where are the other 14? I mean, I know the lovers went missing, but we never see them, and we never see anyone else again. Not only that, you remember that big bad in the episode 5 or 6? Yeah, we never see him again either, so I don't know what's going on. This anime is terrible. Don't watch it, kids. It's just terrible. If you like torture, go ahead, watch it. But if you're a serious anime fan like I am, it's not worth watching. Anyway, I might do a scripted review on this, though I'm not really sure because I know some people are not used to the vlog formats because they don't like me saying ums and uhs every time, and I can see why because I do it a lot. I'm not really good at the improv unless I have other people with me, but I might do a scripted because I have a few jokes I wanted to do, though I'm not really sure what I want to do when I want to do it because my reviewing calendar is booked up until May. Yeah. But I might do something in between, like, if someone doesn't send in their lines for, like, a cameo, I might do this in between. Because, I know the Oregon Trail's taking longer than I'd hoped because one person's taking a little extra time there, even though the deadline was today. So, yeah, but, I might do it. I mean, I have a few jokes in mind I want to do. I mean, after Oregon Trail, I can't really change Nirvana Ember because that was like a whole month's thing. Yeah, spoilers for those on my YouTube account and on my Facebook account because the Facebook users already knew. Now it's time for the YouTube. After Oregon Trail, I have scheduled this month-long event called Nirvana Ember, and that's pretty self-explanatory unless you're under the age of 13 where you don't even know what Nirvana is. In that case, go look it up, and then in Nirvana Ember, you'll see what it is. So, yeah, I can't really change that because the pun really works. And, December, I've scheduled a crossover with Gus to do a Sailor Moon review. So, maybe in between, because I know in between my December reviews, I can do that because the countdown is going to take me such a long time to do because my top 11s are pretty easy to get done with. Top 100s, like, I do this thing every year for those who aren't familiar with my YouTube account. Like, I do a top 100 song countdown, and those take me a few days, if not weeks, to get done because I have a large playlist. So, yeah, that's what I'm up to. And after I post this episode, I have to go watch some things for Sandler Hell because I am far behind. I had to put this thing back like weeks because of how lazy a person I am. So, I'm Chibi Fangirl. I fangirl over it, and this is just terrible.